So TikTokers, I'm on a podcast today. There he is, Shane. Don't touch the cat. So he's got me on a podcast. What is he doing, guys? Is he nuts?
So I've got this big thing, right, and I say it on every podcast about people on social media. And social media in general, it's not even people, it's algorithm general, like pumping hate and toxic shit. And the whole point of it is to just like get people arguing. And I think I mentioned on the last one, I tried to give some examples. I've stopped following almost everything on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Just because it's
I don't do personal social media.
Just for work, really. No, it's not,
I don't do any personal social media.
What it does is it suggests things to me now, and obviously it must know I watch football, and it'll suggest stories to me like,
your phone's listening now.
Harry Maguire, yeah, of course it is. So
I'm watching you.
It'll be a Harry Maguire story,
yeah,
which is like whatever. But the only point that's the only reason that story exists is to take the piss out of Harry Maguire, which is. There's a fine line.
There it is.
I'm all for taking the piss, right? So you can take the piss out your mates, football, banter, whatever. But every other story on social media is designed for people to in the comments, take the piss and bully this person they've never met for no reason sometimes. And that follows through. So what I was saying last week, I think it was a talkie talk, I can't remember who it was, but it's the groups. So your group is your TikTok or your Instagram. That's your circle of people. That's your community. And that's where the niceness is. The algorithm is generating fucking, I don't know, Tories versus Labour. All this bollocks.
The nail on the head,
and it's expecting people to, or wanting people to argue because they think that gets the, and it does, it gets all the comments. But also there's a little bit of, like,
you know, I deleted
they're pushing the fucking narrative that they want to push.
Well, I deleted the TikTok 2 years ago, and I was called Mick and Steph, so me and her, personal one, right? She doesn't let me go on social media without her being on it, right? You know what I mean? And no word of a lie, I was hitting millions on my views. 4.4 million, 3 million. My video was the biggest. I still have how many thousands of followers did I have? I think it was 350,000 followers.
TikTok.
Right? On TikTok. I literally deleted the account. I deleted it because I was setting up Virtue at the time 2 years ago. Or 3 years ago now, and we were arguing. I was just constantly arguing on it because of the hate. Me and this other fitter went head toe to toe on making videos of each other. I had to delete, man, and then I come back 2 years later, still done okay. But yeah, it wasn't for me. Now I've kept it dead professional.
So you had 350,000 followers on
TikTok 3
social
years
media.
ago.
We were talking about it just so you never considered trying to make money out of that? Because you could have.
No. Are we on now?
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
I don't know. No, sorry, I should have said. I stopped doing introductions.
So basically, no, I don't. I'm not into that social media influence and stuff like that. I'm there to promote my business only. If I get, I'll get offered many a times ads, people to pay me to promote the thing, but then you're just promoting someone else's business. I'm there about Virtue. That better?
Yeah.
Can you hear me
just
now?
A little bit closer.
A little bit. So can I move this?
The only thing, I'd have to get rid of the echo after, that's all. It's fine. It's just, if it's closer like this. If you had headphones on, you'd notice the difference, like.
No, I couldn't listen to myself.
That's fine.
So
okay. So, if you just, at the moment, you've got Virtue bathrooms. You're the owner. Is it open yet? It's not open yet.
But we're installing, but we're not the showroom.
So if you explain at the moment, briefly explain what it is, and then we'll get to it, the details of it once you've finished.
We've got enough time for this.
Yeah, go on.
Right. So basically, we set up Virtue in November 21 last year. So currently now we're opening a bespoke showroom. Okay, which it's not like a showroom like where you're going to go down let's just say easy bathrooms or nothing like that. That's just displaying absolutely everything. My showroom's more about inspiration, design. So if you want to get a bit more creative with some of the design and ideas, that's what we're going to be doing. And listen, at the end of the day, you can't display every product on the market. Okay, so you're not going to come in and see every cubicle in the showroom or whatever. It's about creating some ideas and inspiration for your bathrooms. That's what the showroom's about. We use we have a fitting service, so that's where we're known more for at the minute on the social media, because we're installers. So currently we do some nice bespoke bathrooms, high end, nice bathrooms, different creative ideas in them. That I've got as an noticed on the social media. The showroom's more about bringing other fitters together, more like, getting our name out there a little bit better. We've got the software. So the software is key for us. So we own 4D virtual reality. So you can put your headset on, walk around the software, see your bathroom before it's even built. We've also got a realistic software that's being used now. So there's a bit about us that's offering different stuff.
Yeah, we're at Virtue Bathrooms right now, and I've seen a lot of retail stores and a lot of bathroom stores and a lot of tile shops.
Yeah, the difference.
I've never seen what you're creating. You've got any way the customer wants to experience it, you're offering it to them, so they can come here and have a coffee and have a meeting with you,
and a sandwich,
and have a walk around. And you've got a really nice meeting room here. Yeah. They can do a VR, virtual reality design of the bathroom that they want and walk around it. If they don't want to come here, they can do a virtual reality at home and walk around.
It's currently being built, yeah.
So you've got another showroom that you're building, as well as this one, that people can walk around in virtual reality. That I don't think anybody else is doing that.
When you say it like that, when you're listening back and you're explaining it, it's like, it's great. So I'll say a little bit about why I got into this maybe. So I used to own another company. And when I was at that company, how this all come about, the company was, can I say the company name? Cheshire Bathrooms, and we were in Widnes. And we must have had 40, 50 bathroom displays, okay? And no matter what, whoever walked through that door, the customer will always say to me, I like it, but it's not what I'm after. I'm like, well, we can't display every product. On the market, you must be talking 20, 30,000 products. No showroom can ever display it. So I'm sat there like that, and I'm getting frustrated when these customers are walking in. I've spent thousands of pounds on displaying all these displays, and they're walking back out. And it was disheartening for me. So then obviously a company called Virtual Worlds starts to bringing out this software where you can obviously do designs and stuff like that and more realistic. We used to work from brochures. So the customer will come in, not see what they want, get the brochure out, flicking through it, trying to find the products, showcasing it. It was just old school. So then we started working alongside another company called Virtual World, but then we heavily invested in it. So we heavily invested in going outside the box, creating a virtual showroom, where now basically we can do all our designs, link all our products to the website, so we can send any design out to any customer and they can visualize it. And all they have to do is click on any of the icons and it can take you directly to buy it. So when I come up with all these ideas, my old business, the partners that I had were like, nah, it's not worth it. It's not going to work. They wouldn't invest in it. So I decided to give up that business, walk away, and set up Virtue. That's like virtual reality, Virtue. So we set up this, and we hit lockdown anyway. So for a year of it, we just went back on the tools. There was no showroom. We had to just work behind the scenes, creating the software, creating our social media. And I could become back on the tools. I had a 6-year break, by the way. So 6-year break working in the showroom, jumping back on the tools was a bit of a wake-up call. So we started doing this in the background in 2020, 21. And then we set up Virtue Bathrooms then 21, November at the end of it. So it took me around a year and a half to build our reputation, build our social media platform, get some creative with some ideas, and it took off. I think it took more off because there was no shops open. to get me because we were in lockdown.
And you were available.
Well, we were available.
Social media,
we were
online,
we were
reality.
designing bathrooms while everyone else's showroom was closed. We were smashing it. We were like, we were growing, and we grew. Everyone else then coming out of lockdown was struggling. We were sort of then like, we had enough work booked in because of the design software. Yeah.
You saw the future before.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And like I said, I don't think anybody else is doing anything close to what you're doing. Like
not in the bathroom industry, they're not.
You've just showed me. The showroom's amazing. So if you like looking around showrooms, which is the old way,
it's
amazing.
Yeah, it's
amazing. And if that's all you want to do, great. But you've got this little room here where you can do a virtual reality, and then you can design a bathroom for someone. And what people might be thinking in their mind is what virtual reality is like digital. It looks digital. Yeah. No. When you've designed a bathroom,
realistic.
I thought it was a real bathroom. It's photo. It's not even photorealistic. It's video realistic.
So that's our new upgraded one. So basically, we're not a company that's going to sit around waiting. So I'll tell you that. So Virtual World now has got out there to more showrooms, and that's that product, and it's got a bit more. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry has started using now Virtual World software, and they do say a lot of it's come from me on my social media, people now wanting to copy what we've been doing, and great on them, it works, it helped us grow. But now I want to be different again. So now we've got a new software, and we've invested heavily now into new designers, new software, new computers. That is realistic. Now I'm talking, it
looks real.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah, there's no difference.
Yeah.
So now basically we're designing a virtual showroom in this realistic. It's going to be ready within 3 months. It's already started getting built, but it's got 40 different ideas, 40 different displays, and you can walk around it. You can put a headset on and walk around the visual, real. And I have to say it because people are thinking it's going to be gimmicky. It's going to be like a gamer computer. It's realistic. Yeah. So this showroom can be sent anywhere across the UK. And anyone can buy from it because every product is linked to our website.
So it's another showroom, another customer experience. Yeah. I think you've got the jump on a lot of.
It'll take people a couple of years to catch up. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But we knew this. We were late to the game with online. I set an online shop up. We were too late to the game. Yeah, so I missed that by a couple of years, and there's people now running that market, so you can't compete against them companies no more. So if you wouldn't open a coffee shop, would you? Next to Costa Coffee and offer the same stuff at a different price. You've got to do something different.
I don't know. Might be a good idea.
Would you? If you are going to open next to another coffee shop, you're going to have to offer something different, aren't you?
I know what you mean.
There's no point in me opening the showroom when there's a showroom down the road offering the same products.
Yeah.
You're going to have to offer something different and be different to them.
Yeah.
You know, like as I say,
you always read about customer experience, make the showroom delight the customer, all this fluffy stuff. And I do see showrooms that do that, but it's just a nice showroom. Like you've gone 4 or 5 steps beyond.
Something different. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's a headache, and it's like, you know, just the way the market is at the minute. Have we done the right thing? Is it going to work? And I just have to keep on saying to myself, there's nothing like us, right? There's no one like us. And showrooms, me personally, I'll say this openly, I don't think showrooms will be around in 5 years' time if they don't change the style of the way they are. The younger generation now don't want to be walking around with the, you know, and like most fellas now, let's be honest, your wife's going to drag you around showrooms. Yeah, can you be bothered?
I think it's the same old thing with regards to bathrooms, tiles, kitchens, whatever. Some people do, some people don't.
The old school people still want to see it,
yeah. So it's you're catering to literally every taste. Do you want to stay at home? Do you want to come here? Do you want to virtual reality tour the other place? Do you want me to design something? You're giving every customer experience possible.
Well, the last 2 years, I've never had a customer once visit my showroom, and I'm winning bathrooms. I'm not like but I'm winning bathrooms so bespoke, so high end.
Yeah.
We're talking good clientele. You know, not one single person has ever asked me, "Can they visit my showroom?" Right, not one. Yeah, and this is because of the software that we use, and we've done this all like remotely.
Yeah.
So we know our system already works because we're booked up, we're flying, and our diary doesn't stop. The showroom is for the other people that do want to come in, other fitters with their customers who want to come in and showcase their other different ideas. But the system works. It's the younger generation. We're lazy. I'm going to say it. We're lazier because I don't want to be
more efficient.
Yeah, well, let's just say, well, no, because they just want to be told what they're going to have. Yeah.
Yeah.
And 99% of my customers don't even want to input. They just literally say to me, design me bathroom.
Yeah, I'm like that.
Yeah, they don't want the input.
Yeah.
We're changing.
If I trust the tradesman, I'd be like, well, you're the fucking expert.
Sort it out, get it done. Where back in the day, it wasn't. You know, you can see, I used to be in that showroom for 6 years, and the husbands are coming in with the wife on a Saturday and the football's on, and you can see the faces just not interested. They don't want to be there. You know, they're just looking at me going, hurry up, lad, what, you know, just put something together. So, you know, the showroom for me, it's sort of like, it's a risky business, but I'm not offering nothing that another showroom is. We've got sauna, steam rooms, well-being, health kits. We've got ice baths. You know, we're going to have a whole different concept of a bathroom showroom.
I'm pretty sure you've got all bases covered.
I think so.
Walking around, even your what you called mid-range and low-range is fucking nice, really nice.
Just offering different ideas, aren't we?
Yeah, it's very nice stuff. So that's where you are now. That's where you're at. Just give a good brief overview.
We're getting there, aren't we?
We'll get there again, right?
Yeah.
But if you tell us a story of how you ended up at Vert, like how did you end up here? Where did you grow up, first of all?
Right, okay. So basically I left school at 14. Okay. I am dyslexic. I am not a clever lad. Yeah, teachers didn't even give a damn. Right, they let me leave. I wasn't even a tearaway or nothing like that. I was a joker in the class. I just couldn't take to what they were teaching me. So 14, I'd had enough. I wasn't going back to school. So my dad's a kitchen fitter. Okay, so he said to me, like, obviously, the speech, you're not sitting at home, son, you're going to have to come to work. Anyway, my dad sacked me at 16. I'd had enough. Right, he got me out for the first 2 years, and then after 2 years, he just said, no, I can't bear you. You're gone. 16 years old, what was I doing with my life? So my dad gave me some tiling tools, and this is no word of a lie. He gave me the cheapest of the cheapest tiling tools you could buy on the market. I think he went to B&Q or something. I think they cost him about 50 quid. And to him, he set my career up now, right? And he set me on my way. And he said to me, you know, son, I think you just need to go and do your own thing. So I went off, knocking on doors, asking for tiling jobs. Never done a proper tiling job in my life.
So what doors you knocking on?
Oh, I was knocking on bathroom tile agencies. I was knocking on. There was a company called Laser Tile.
That's interesting, because that is. So when I was left school, I ended up being an apprentice. But my mum and dad said to me, "Just go and knock on every company's door and ask them if they've got a job." That used to be advice.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
it doesn't happen anymore.
Go and knock on the door. But I did exaggerate the truth, right? So I lied myself. I did lie. I told them I'd been doing it a little bit longer. I lied about my age. I just wanted work. I was ambitious. I got sacked. I got sacked within a day, within a week. I was getting sacked every other week. Honestly, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. So then I ended up working in factories. Yeah, by the age of 18. Me, I was going nowhere. Age of 18, I was putting handles on buckets. I started but I was talking to some fella in the factory, and I said to him, he said, what are you here? And I said, I won't be sticking in, I'm a tiler. I just said, I'm a tiler. I hadn't even done. He said, my wife works in a tile company, and that was Laser Tile. He said, don't me to get you an interview. But they'd employed me like that. And to give the guy the due, he stuck by me, and he knew I liked my way through the things. But he taught me, put me with tilers. I was on all right money as well. And then I was doing site work, so I'd done a lot of my apprenticeship through site work, commercial, like airports and stuff like that. I was mixing the buckets. We were mixing diesel for sticks. None of these mixers now. We're talking a stick and a bucket, mate. We were mixing tile adhesive like that. We were doing Tesco floors and stuff like that, airports. And then before you knew it, I was laying tiles, I was getting them out, I was laying a lot.
So why didn't you get sacked from this place?
I didn't. Laser tile stuck through me. It was so because it was commercial site work, work dried up. So obviously after the site's finished, you have to wait then for another site to start. But we're talking many years ago here, so it's I think we hit a pandemic again, like a crisis money thing. So he lost a load of money. We had to then I went to a bathroom company then in Northwich. I think I lasted there 2 weeks. Can I be honest, right? I don't commit. I was only tiling floors at this point. I started this bathroom company. Got it all done. The tiling was spot on. Didn't line up in the corner. Didn't realise. I had to get my lines around. So after the first job, I got sacked. So I'm self-taught, right? So everything then. I'm only 19, by the way, at this point. Yeah. So I'm self-taught. I carried on working. Carried on, didn't quit, yeah. And before you know it, just kept on educating myself. I'd be in my back garden with the grinders, doing fancy cuts with clippers. I learned how to educate myself daily then because I realised it was the passion that I wanted. And I just kept on, yeah. I ended up then working for the company in, it's near Lee, what's it called? West Horton. Yeah, I went to a company, West Horton. I was mountain biking it there from Widnes to West Horton every single day, yeah. I'd done that for 6 months until I got my driving licence. I was a bit late to the game, I'm not going to lie. And I stayed with them for 3 years. They gave me a working with it. They're still going now. The company's still going in West Horton. They gave me more. And then basically then, I was 21 when I left them. And then I just got on there before I opened my own business. Then I think I was 23, 24, I started doing my own bathrooms.
So you did, it wasn't an official apprenticeship, but you did kind of...
I blagged myself for self.
Kind of in a 4 or 5 year apprenticeship from 16 to 21.
Can I be honest how long it took me to learn? Yeah, I'm still learning. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so I'm still learning new stuff every day. For me, I was from 14 to 17. It was just getting me out there learning what the basics was with my dad. Then from that, I had a couple of bad years where I was in and out doing it, yeah. Then I'd say from really 19 to 21, I started being half decent at it. But if I look back at what I was like then, mate, I was rough as dog shit, I'm not going to lie. Because what I'm at, the level I'm at now, is a different level. So what I thought I was good then, I wasn't. So that's why I'm never hard on people either. Do you know when I see fitters on TikTok or on social media and they're not they get abuse after abuse after abuse for some of the work they're posting. I was there that day. Yeah. I was one of them fitters.
Yeah, well, the difference is, and I say this a million times over and over again, right? Because I want people to post about my product. Just post it. Don't worry about people taking the piss.
Yeah.
The only difference in you being when you were starting, and to be honest, you were probably pretty good for how new you were at the time.
I don't know,
Yeah, but you just know that now.
Yeah.
But a lot of the not just tilers, trades, bathroom fitters, kids, they're good. They're pretty good. But the only difference now is they're posting it on social media.
They get
every fucker's an expert, and they've got all the experts who'll chip in and say, because social media now is the real world. Do you know what I mean?
No, I get people giving me advice, people telling me I'm doing things wrong when I know I'm not. We do things differently. There's a difference, right? Doing things correct and doing things differently or not wrong. I get people now calling me out on stuff I do. Trust me, anything to do with the bathrooms, I'm at the top. I know what I'm doing. But back in the day, looking at myself, I just didn't have it. I never had the people to guide me enough, right? People would... It wasn't the same, back in the day on there was no social media. I don't even think Facebook was around back when I was doing it.
No, you'd be surprised. When we were young,
I don't know.
There was none of that.
I think it was MSN or something, yeah.
The first one
can't remember.
Would have been MySpace.
MySpace.
Yeah.
But we weren't talking about work on that. We were chatting up girls or something
MySpace wasn't interested in any of the shit that Facebook's interested in. So MySpace was literally, here's your web page, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And then Facebook came along... But then Facebook started thinking, hang on a minute, we can make money from selling people's data and getting people to argue with each other and fucking let's create all this fucking madness.
I only learned how to put
MySpace never did
last year, lad. So social media for me back all computers back in the day, I just didn't have a clue what to do. I couldn't even turn a laptop on. Emails and everything, I wouldn't have a clue. It just wasn't for me. I was just half decent with my hands. And you know, when I was going through jobs and looking at some of the, I went back on my I had a company called Supreme Silent. And I posted, so 2013, I was doing 3D wall light-ups and stuff like that. And I made so many mistakes back in the day, you know. And then every year, I'm improving. And today, I'm still improving. And every day, so if you're out there and you're new to the game, right, be mindful. We've all been there, right? When you're getting abuse on social media or anything like that, because I do see some eyesores, and I'm like, that was me. And I'll always try to say to somebody, give them advice. Don't tear them a new one. Just try and give them a little bit of TLC. You know, like, listen, if you've done it this way or if you do it that way, you know, there's too many haters out there as well. There's too many haters and people just want to see people fail.
I think every single episode I've said, social media can be, I won't go
been good for me, by the way.
I've said it
guys,
it's
been good for me.
It can be horrific, but it can be brilliant.
Yeah, it's looked after me.
Find the right groups. And it doesn't even have to be a group. When I say group, you're thinking Facebook group, but your group is your circle. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, I know you're on other things. It's TikTok. You've got a circle of followers on TikTok, and it's a nice place generally. Sometimes people butt in and take the piss or try.
I do all right.
It's generally a nice place where you can get advice. So if somebody experienced is on social media, I would say either say nothing, or if you see someone who you think should have done it better or could have done it better, or they think they've done an amazing job, and in their head they have.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking that's their...
Yeah, they were still grafting on that day, I tell you.
If you think you can help them. Don't fucking take the piss.
It's just all being watched by everyone though as well, isn't it?
There's so many people who can see
we
it.
We do videos, and you know, I know when someone's going to criticize on a video. I always say, guys, I know you're going to criticize, but this is how we recommend to do things. Okay, if that's still not the same way as somebody else is going to do it, doesn't mean the way we've done it is wrong. Okay, we just see that
there is no right or wrong.
Yeah, we just see different phase. As long as it works and the customer's happy. For me, it's the cowboys out there. The cowboys, when you know they're not genuine, they're out there, they don't turn up, they won't rectify. I get so many messages of customers, right, where they've had somebody in the house and they've done so bad. It's, you know, I got on TikTok. What was that job I got involved in? I posted it. I'll never do it again, I'll tell you that way. There was Shed the Cowboy in, right? And this lad, I spoke to him on the phone, by the way. And it went big, mate. So this girl bought a bathroom, and long story short, she got this plumber in, tiler in. He done the work, the fish scale tiles. He destroyed the bathroom, lad. Right, I'm talking destroyed it. I felt absolutely awful seeing this video. People were tagging me in it on TikTok, and I felt obliged then that I had to sort of offer some assistance. So we went in. Free of charge, ripped all the work out, and we done it to a certain...
So the point here is, I've seen loads of these.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even protect the people who've done it if...
Spoke to the lad on the phone.
It depends, right? So, because I've seen a couple, which I've offered to do grouting or whatever for people, and I refused to do work on the job, some of the work that I've done, because it was that bad.
Oh, it's just bad.
There's two ways. If the bloke was genuine and he was like, look, I've fucked it up, and... I'll come back, I'll sort it. Fine. If he's a cowboy, I'll call him out every day of the week.
Yeah, he got called out in the end.
They're arseholes because they're taking people's money.
Yeah, he took
and they're leaving people with... They can't even fucking use the bathroom, and then they're disappearing.
Well, I spoke to the lad on the phone because obviously for me, you're going to do a job like that. He took the money, he left the bathroom in a bad state where it has to be ripped out and started again. So I spoke to the lad on the phone because obviously she's trying to get money back. And I spoke to him and he said, I'm not a tiler. she was pushing me, you know, I'd done this job and all stuff like that. And he was openly, he was like, no, this is me fit. Like, I'm new to the industry, you know, I'm trying to, and I felt generally sorry for him. I'm like, you know, I'm thinking back in the day, and I said to him, I've been there, I've messed up, but I rectified or I gave the money back. If a customer wasn't happy with the work that we provided, and they were like, no, you're not getting paid, or I took money up front, which I've never done, and you should never be paying for anyone up front, by the way. Okay, it's stupid. But
we'll get to that.
Give the woman the money back at least. So anyway, he wasn't. He dodged it, he lied to her, you know, so he did get called out. But, you know, I see so many people going through this, cutting corners, trying to find the cheapest fitters and being screwed over then, yeah, and then coming to the good guys to rectify it. You know, just do your research as well on who you're going to go to.
Yeah.
Go on, what was you saying? You're going to get to what?
We'll get to the pricing and stuff in a bit. So where you're at 21. You just set up on your own.
Jesus, yeah. Yeah, so I set up Supreme Tiling. I went round. Oh, no, was it 21? No, I went to another company. I'm not mentioning their name because they're my rivals, right? So I'm not going to give them any kind of So no, I went after I left there. It was Laser Tiles. Brother, who then I already knew bathrooms, but it was his brother. I went to work with him.
So you're still fitting at this point?
Still fitting, yeah. So I went to him for a few years, and then I left him. I'm not going to mention the company because, but I went off on my own then. I become Supreme Tiling. So what I've done then, I could fit bathrooms, by the way. I went back to college, done my first, my plumbing, got my education and all that. I'm level 3 tiling as well. I've all my city girls. I went through all the... By the way, you shouldn't really have to bother, but I did. I started off Supreme Tiling, and I done well the first year, mate. I literally was working 15 hours a day. I made some coin, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't a spender back then. I saved everything. The year after, I reinvested everything, bought more vans, I became Supreme Bathrooms. I employed more plumbers, more fitters, more tilers, and we were getting bathrooms out. By the way, guys, when I'm saying we were at this level, okay, we were cheaper, yeah. We're talking 4 or 5 grand bathrooms.
So, when that's interesting, right? So, if you're a fitter on your own,
yeah,
you're a sole trader. You just mentioned that you employed more people, got more vans.
Yeah.
How'd you do that? How does that work for if you're on your own and you fancy growing?
Okay. So basically, I started networking with other lads. So, you know,
squeaky chair.
So I started talking. So, like, you go into your plumbing merchants, you know, like your local plumb, whatever. You start talking to lads, showcase. And then in the end, I just said, well, do you fancy doing a tiling job for me or a plumbing job? And we started working together. I started winning all the jobs, got these lads to work alongside me.
So you're quoting for bigger jobs
Bigger jobs, yeah. They were working alongside me, right, not for me at this point, yeah. So they were subcontracting. They would just do the plumbing. I'd have someone to do the tiling. I would be on another job doing my own, but then I'd have to run in between them. So I'd done that for another year, okay, and I had 3 teams going. And they were basic bathrooms, but we were still doing feature walls and stuff like that. And that, can I be honest, that's what won me a lot of work, because I started being creative. So back in the day, nobody was even dreaming of doing an LED feature wall in a bathroom. 2013, I started doing them. Or 2012, maybe. So I had these lads, everyone wanted to be a part of these bathrooms. So we created a few teams, and it worked. And I made more money. I'm not going to lie, it grew again. So one of the fitters who I had employed as subcontract and working with me, we sort of spoke and we were like, well, why don't we go bigger together? So we got rid of the other fitters and we stuck together and we brought more lads in as one team. We joined my business, his business together, and we become one new company, which was obviously Cheshire Bathrooms and Tiles in Widnes. And that's when we went to the showroom. That's when we went to the next level. Now, at this time, I think it was 2015, I signed up Cheshire Bathrooms and Tiles. 2015, I'd never done this before. Right.
So you're at the point now where you're gonna start selling
everything,
sourcing,
importing,
designing,
everything.
selling.
Yeah.
So I never done it before.
No, it took me. I'm not gonna lie. I was in. I can talk money. I was in about $3,500 a week take home before this. Yeah, I was living a good life. Yeah, took on that showroom. I went from that to £500 a week. My lifestyle changed dramatically. We took wow. I literally, I was living on credit cards at this point now, because you got to remember, I had a lifestyle that I was living for years. We decided to go big, take the showroom on. And we only had a certain amount. We had put so much money in each. I won't disclose it, but we put so much money in each. We thought we were going to get everything for free. Thought, we're going to display, they're going to give us stuff for free. No, they don't. You got to pay for the stuff to put it in your showroom. You get it discounted, but still not great. It cost us a lot more than I expected, but then we had to keep money in the business. So we went from a big earner to £500 a week. It changed my life, mate, I felt.
£500 a week ain't bad, mate.
Well, back in the day for me, I was earning a lot more just being a man in a van, right? Yeah. Let me just explain that, because then I was getting told, but you don't want to be on the tools, you want people working for you, the showroom's the next thing. Well, anyway, I felt for the first 2 years, I got in debt, right? I become physically, like, my finances were terrible.
So this is a risk. This is, at some point, risk.
Again now, yeah.
Businesses,
risk.
You're taking a risk at some point.
I always say...
Were you aware? Were you aware that was... Oh,
no,
I think you just said you didn't realise it was going to be that risky.
But no one told me the business rates, the tax, the corporation. I knew none of this. It's been a learning curve through all of it. I had no clue.
I would say, by the way, as well, unless you're business minded and you've done a degree in everything, don't worry about a lot of that.
No.
If you want to start your own business.
No,
everything you've just said sounds scary. And it is, and it's a ball ache, and it's confusing, and it's fucking tax and VAT. Just, you'll get through it.
You do get, well, I'm proof. I'm thick, lad, right? I don't even know how to work computers. I can't read or spell, right? I can't even talk properly. But the thing is, I'm gifted with something else. And then I knew that's where I didn't really want a showroom. But I sort of felt at the time I was in a position to do it. I had enough money in the bank. I thought I had enough money in the bank at the time to do 12 months on a lower wage. The showroom didn't take off straight away. Yeah, so people weren't backing us. We were opening up in an industrial state. It took us 3 years before I actually made a profit. 3 years before I got any kind of money back, right? So we kitted it all out. We invested everything in it. So I was broke. I was living on credit cards, as I said. I was getting loans just to support my lifestyle. And basically, 3 years later, it started then. People noticed us. We were then accepted in the industry as a showroom. You know, what people don't understand as well, companies don't want to deal with you.
It's a funny thing.
Suppliers don't want to open accounts to you.
A lot of industries are like this, but this one specifically is a little bit cliquey and
it's terrible.
Old boys. It is a little bit. A lot of them will say, "Oh, it's not anymore," but it is a little.
No, I'll tell you the story about it in a minute. But so anyway, we had that company and we started doing well. I started living a very good lifestyle then after 3 years. So I had to take the hit for 3 years. Can I be honest? I've got ADHD and I got bored in that company. I got bored so fast. It's like my wife's over there, sat over there, she'll tell you. She started working there. I was coming into that showroom. And because I'd already achieved everything now, that what I'd done, I got bored. I hate to come to work. I'm a bathroom fitter, right? And now I'm in a showroom where I've kitted it all out, all the work's done. I'm making money. I'm driving a nice car, nice holiday home. I've got everything that I wanted. What's next?
Yeah.
What was it? So I approached business partners asking, can we go bigger? Can we just keep on doing something? No, they were happy with the lifestyle they had. I got bored. I'm very, very bored.
I've seen this and I think I'm the same as you. But I'm not. I'm trying to build something now, but I enjoy it.
Yeah,
you enjoy the process. You enjoy the process.
You've got to.
But if you get to the point where you're like, right, you've done it now. You've made it. You haven't.
Well,
You've made it before when you were fucking happy building a business. That's you making it.
Because I thought I made 2019. 2018, 2019, started 2019, same company. I'm drained now. I'm changing displays. There's no atmosphere in the showroom. I'm working every weekend. People walking in, people walking out. I'm getting fed up with this place now. And as I just said, I put 5-6 years into this place. Really put everything into it, and I'm bored. I'm walking in, and I'm just depressed. And I come home to the wife one day, and I just said, "Do you know what? I want out. I don't want to be there no more." I walked into the business partners and I basically told them to shove the business where the sun don't shine, and walked away from everything. I walked away with no. And I said, "Oh, Virtue." I just couldn't. There was something missing.
There was no buy me out.
No, I didn't care about that. Well, there was. We had, obviously, listen, there was discussions made, but that's a bit.
You don't have to tell me anything.
No, there was discussions made, but could it affect? There was good lads working there. Yeah, I didn't want to take or hurt their career. I could have sucked it dry. I could have made life hell for everyone, right? I just wanted out. My decision. I was the one who became unhappy there. I was the one who didn't realise could see any growth. It was my decision. I just wanted them to keep going. They're still running. They're still trading. I still speak to them, still say hi. I just wanted them to keep the business of what they've achieved as well, because it wasn't just me. And I made a decision that if I wanted to go a different path, don't screw the business, don't screw what everyone worked for, because it wasn't just me. Do you remember you talking about bathroom fitters there? Warehouse workers, we imported all our own tiles. You got office staff, you got designers. For me, I could have screwed that company. They could have shut and put everyone out of work. I just said to her, "Come on, I've got money in the bank, let's just start again." And I was buzzing, lad. I was buzzing. It was like I just found myself again. Yeah. I was like, I had these new ideas. I had this new ambition. I felt like I didn't care about the money. It wasn't about the money. It was about excitement in my life again.
Yeah.
And I craved
Wouldn't it be good, right? So I'm similar. You've achieved far more than I ever will, but I'm similar. You have ideas, like this podcast, for example.
Yeah.
It's nothing fucking that different. But it's a little bit of a business that I'm trying to create and get people talking.
That's decent.
As well as the other thing.
Well, I haven't heard it back yet, guys. So we'll see.
But it's very risky because it's time.
Yeah,
and I could be working for a company now earning whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's very risky, but it makes you happy because you're building something yourself. You're developing your own ideas. It's yours. It's different to what other people are doing, but it's risky.
Are you willing to lose everything? So that's what you've got to ask yourself. Are you willing to downgrade?
No.
Right, okay. So there's different people in the world, yeah. There's employees and there's entrepreneurs, yeah. So you've got to ask yourself, if you've got a nice car, yeah, you've got this big flash car, you've got a nice mortgage, nice home, nice everything, right? But you've got an ambition in life that you want to grow, yeah. Are you willing to lose all that? Right? And that's what you've got to ask yourself. Because if the answer is no, don't grow. Yeah. Stick to what you've got because you're going to lose it, okay? Because what I've found, yeah, is because I gave up that business and I walked away, the universe has made me fucking suffer, I'm not going to lie, because you've got to be willing to lose everything before you make that step.
You do suffer. I talked to somebody else on another podcast about it, but from my experience, if you're going to start your own business, obviously you jump straight in with 2 feet the first time. But if
you need to learn to stop doing this, I really do.
If you're going to do it, try and figure out if you can live on a lot less
for
a couple of years.
Say nothing.
I was the same as you. I didn't really think about this in advance, but for a couple of years, at least a couple of years, yeah, basically, fucking minimum. Pay the bills. That's about it.
I sold everything.
Yeah.
So when we hit lockdown. So remember, guys, 2019, I walked away. November 2019, I walked away. And I said, I'm done, right? 2020, I set up the name Virtue, right? As I bought this company, Virtue, and basically, we hit lockdown 2 months later. I was done again. Everything I just walked away with, I just got sucked dry, right? I actually opened a small shop in Widnes. And we spent about 65 grand refurbing this. Couldn't get a count. I opened it in lockdown. No companies would really open. I spent all this money refurbing this showroom, only a small boutique one, and it went wrong, mate. Lockdown took us, yeah. I lost everything I had. I'm talking, when I say everything, yeah, everything. I had to sell my cars, everything. We had nothing. We literally couldn't even afford to buy food in 2021. I mean, December 2020, that Christmas, I lost everything. I lost 9 months worth of work. All my money had gone. I lost it. 2020, I couldn't even afford to buy food on my table. That's how skin we went. Couldn't afford to pay my bills. And in 2021, January, I scraped enough money again off friends and family because I lost to rebuild. In January 2021, rebuilt myself again. And that's what I've built this within a year and a half by hard work. It's mad. Because somebody just turned up outside just laughing at me. Sorry guys, go and speak to Sai. Sorry.
It's alright, no worries.
You can still come and listen, Sai.
Visitors.
So basically, so we rebuilt then from January 2021, right? You're not allowed to talk, though. Adi.
No.
So 2000.
Unless you want to be on the podcast.
You haven't heard you speak yet.
It's not my job. I just prompt.
2021, we started again, right? And it was hard. It's been hard. It's been a tough year. But this is you're seeing the final finish of it now.
I would say, if people are listening, come and have a look. It's amazing. I've honestly
come and have a look in a couple of months, 2 months time.
Yeah, when it's open.
When it's open, yeah. Give me another 2 months.
It's amazing. Honestly, I see a lot of
potential
retail places, and I've not seen anything like this.
See, this is what I keep on saying to people.
Previously, though, actually, the best ones I've seen previously were independents.
Right, okay.
Usually.
They change
because they do things, I suppose it's quicker for them, I don't know. If a chain wanted to change something, it's fucking expensive and long-winded. But I've not seen anything like this. You're
getting a personal touch here, aren't you? So I've decided for me to survive in the industry, as we've just spoke about loads, ups and downs, what I love about this business, I can keep on growing. Okay, so I just said to you then, where I got bored once I built it. This isn't, because there's so much going on. I can go wider. You know, I'm interacting now with fitters and other people in different areas. I can keep on growing. I've got growth with this business where my others previous I didn't. With this,
yeah, you're happy because it's got no ceiling. So you can say, right, when that's done, I'll do that.
I can do more stuff.
So it keeps you happy because you're ADHD.
let's just say that, yeah. Because what's the point in having something that once you've done something, there's no growth in it?
Depends, doesn't it? Some people.
It's got to be exciting,
Some people are different. Some people are happy with that. They're like, yeah, once I've got to
I'm not that person, though. I'm not that
some
person.
People are, some people aren't.
I'm hard to work for. Can I be honest? Companies won't employ me, right? I'm unemployable. Yeah, I'm too hard to work around. Yeah, it's got to be done my way, and it's got to the point where with this, it's my baby. I'm happy. You know, all my ideas are putting together, and there's no one saying to me, "Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. Back off." You know, it's a beautiful thing that now.
Yeah, to be honest, the one you showed me around earlier, I've worked for big companies. You're right. You would not do well in a company.
No,
because and I don't mean that in a bad way.
Yeah, no.
Because the way you think and what you want to do, you would hit so many obstacles. Yeah, within a company. Because
too many people are scared.
They would be like, "No, you can't do that." It's not too dissimilar to what I'm doing. Because and someone who and I get it, and they're not wrong, but I don't agree with it. But they'll say something like that. That's too much of a mental jump for the customer.
I get that a lot, you know.
Yeah. So you're thinking, let's do something, and it's like 4 or 5 steps away from the big companies will get there, but they won't jump there.
Yeah,
they'll do things more gradually
because take the risk, will they?
Because they're right. People don't really like change. When things change too much, people don't. It throws people.
And this is the thing.
But when someone takes a chance, and I've said this before as well, all the changes, the big changes, won't come from the big companies. So things on social media, things within any industry, when something changes like radically, it's usually a personality driving something from either within a business or running their own business.
Yeah,
the big companies are slow, very
because they're
slow.
money-making companies, aren't they? They've already got the
Well, no one will take the risks, right?
Yeah,
so you imagine, right?
It works. The business model works.
You are a senior director in some business somewhere. Why the fuck would you risk looking stupid? You're on decent money, brilliant pension, car, everyone's happy, no hassle. It'd take a different kind of person to risk upsetting the boardroom, do you know? And they won't do it.
No, and that's why I don't fit in anywhere I go.
You do get it, obviously, like the big... you get charismatic leaders who pop up in businesses, but it's not very often.
Do you want to be the same as everyone else in life, though? That's my question. Do you want to be a sheep? Do you know what I mean? I just get bored now, like, with trends and stuff like that. You know, everyone... I just don't... you know what, can I be honest? I don't look at any other company and worry about them. Yeah, so I don't give a damn what anyone else is doing. I do not know anything about any other companies. I do what I think is there and should be done. Too many people are worried about what the guy next door is doing or what he's going to be doing in the... And that model just doesn't work for me because you're too focused on what other people around you are doing. Yeah. I get a goal in my head. I'm focused, and that's all I care about. And now this whole business model is about what I want to achieve. I'm not copying no one else. I'm not doing what other people want to do. I'm literally thinking outside the box and going, that's my goal. I want to hit it. Now, there's going to be people who will follow suit. I get messages all the time. I opened this, started posting about my new software the other day. 11 messages in a day. What software is that? What's this there? You know, asking names. And I'm like, figure it out yourself now, guys. This is my business, my model. Let me get to where I want to be before everyone jumps on the bandwagon. There's sheep out there that want to copy because they can see something do well. But this time I'm keeping everything close to my chest.
You know what it is? I can't speak for anybody that's asked you a question, but a lot of people, they want the answer. They want, and they want it to be easy. Do you know what I mean? It's not easy. Unfortunately for you enjoy finding out. So you enjoy the process.
You mean I enjoy failing and getting kicked on the floor, don't you?
That's the thing, though. I do. If you don't go through that process, there's no shortcuts. You can't ring Mike and say, how'd you do? Because he'll say, all right, quit your job.
Exactly.
Live on no fucking money. Sell your car. Buy it. I've got a Skoda Fabia now. That's my missus's car out there. So when I was made redundant, we used to have two company cars both through my job. Obviously, I had to give them back. We bought one car, which is like decent, all right car, and we thought, well, I'll just cope with one car. You can't.
No time.
we realised that.
I drive a Nissan, lad. So now, you know what I mean?
So now my car is a 2005 Skoda. So if there's no shortcut, is what I'm saying. There isn't. So ringing Mike and asking him what the software is. It doesn't matter. You're not him.
This is what I've said.
You're going to have to work your own way through it.
I did make a mistake of talking about virtual world so much on all our social media platforms, and they rang me and then offered me so much because of if I keep on speaking about their company, because everyone's jumped on the bandwagon over it, and everyone's now starting to use these that didn't even know that existed. So for me now, I've had to now gone, oh shit, I fucked up here a little bit, mind my language. I've got now men and vans.
It's okay, it's marked explicit on there.
Copying and becoming as good as I am at that. What have I gone and done? So now I've had to think outside the box and invest in new software that's now taken me to the next level. That is not going to be broadcasted. I will not be speaking about that until I'm rich. Until I become a millionaire. All right. And then you can all have it because I'll retire.
I don't think it matters even if you tell people. And I don't blame you for not telling people.
Oh, I'm not.
Because it's not just the software.
No, it's the person I'm employed to bloody do it as well.
Yeah, it's everything else that you're offering.
Yeah, because I can't use the software, by the way. So I can do virtual worlds and I do all them. But this new one, it's mind-boggling. It's like ridiculous, you know.
But you've built... that software is just one tool in your business. So if someone uses it as well, I wouldn't worry about it because they're not you.
Hold on, let me keep my competition away for a little bit longer. Do you know what I mean? Listen, boys, I'm not going to give you all the tools that are out there, but no, I seriously know Virtual World's a great company to work with if you're in the bathroom industry. It's a fantastic product. And I've said to you before, didn't I don't recommend people and I don't speak about other companies unless I believe in what they do. And that software is fantastic. If you're in the bathroom industry or you're a bathroom fitter, you don't need a showroom to buy this software. It's a couple of £100 a month and it's dead simple to use. As I said before, I left school at 14, didn't know how to turn a computer on. I'm self-taught. Everyone who follows me sees me on this software. I'm self-taught and I'm amazing on it, right? It's a fantastic piece of kit for anyone. You'll win loads of work by using the software. It's just that now I've told you I want to be different.
Yeah.
So now I've had to up my game to the next level. And that's what I will keep on doing. When I see people catching up to me, it's a game for me. I want to then do something different again. So that's where I like to be. When I realise other companies are doing similar things that I am, I'll then start thinking, well, what do I need to do now?
Yeah.
But I will sit there and I won't sleep. I will overthink until I figure out something. I'm a little weirdo.
Well, no, you're different, aren't you?
Yeah, I get told that
a lot of the gun companies do that. They'll eventually they'll be open source like technology companies.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's open source. Anyone, they're still in front of you.
Yeah,
they're fucking miles in front of you. Right, just because they're giving you something.
Yeah.
You're not gonna catch them all.
I like the chase. I like. It's the stress, it's the pressure, it's the fun trying to figure out. Like when we're doing all these bespoke mirrors, new ideas in bathrooms, when I'm designing this on the software, I've never fitted that type of bathroom. It's about always pushing your abilities. You know, I can fit a bathroom now with my eyes shut. Really can. Basic bathrooms, it doesn't excite me. I get bored, right? Don't even want to be on site. So we start creating new ideas, new thing. When I've designed it, I've never fitted it. I've done it on a computer. The fun part is creating that design in somebody's bathroom and making them look the same. That's the achievement. That's the exciting part. I like being put under pressure on site. You know, figuring out. I make so many mistakes, you know. I do. I make so many mistakes. I'm getting things right because I'm constantly learning daily.
Yeah.
Daily.
Well, that's fine. Put yourself under pressure. Get out of your comfort zone. Don't worry about making mistakes because everybody does.
Don't sleep. Then the wife's complaining then that you're waking her up at 2 a.m. with silly ideas. You know, waking up, Steph, I just thought of this idea. You know, it's just different people out there, isn't there? You know, and any advice I can give to anyone is just not to be scared to do something. That's it. Don't be scared.
If you want to, like I said, everybody's different, right? So some people, if they've got ideas like you, I would say exactly the same to them. Find something that's a little bit low risk if you can't afford to risk everything, and just go for it, and then start risking a little bit more each time. Buy a bit more stock or put a bit more money into it. Whatever you're doing. So
many companies, you know, I speak to a good few lads, and you know. They say, oh, you know, how do you do this or how do you do that and how do you do that? And I'll give them advice on certain things all the time. I'm like, just be you. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, people buy into people. You remember that, yeah? So people are buying into me as well as what we offer because they trust you. Put yourself out there. I was saying to this one, he won't talking about, I was saying to him yesterday, like the social media, get on social media, get your face out there, let people see who you are, and I guarantee you people will buy into you if you put yourself out there because people trust you, and then you grow for come. And you know what, taking a risk, it's hard. You know what, you live once, you know what I mean? What's the point in living your life and then going, oh, I didn't do this and I didn't do that? And don't get me wrong, Steph, I'm still not going to jump in the ice bath. I'm not taking that much of a risk, but you know, take your risk here once. You're going to fail, and smile at the end of it, and then start again. I was talking to a guy. I won't talk about his life too much because it's personal, but he's had a bit of a run of a mill, right? He's had a hard time, and we're going to be working together this year. I'm going to be helping him out, and he's going to be doing stuff for me in a different area, and he's going to work under our name, like franchising our name out, and he's going to be fitting under us. But it'll be him running his own business. And he's been knocked down so many times. I'm like, lad, but you haven't been beat, have you? Because you keep on getting back up. So you might be getting knocked down. You're climbing. You keep on getting up, so keep on going until you're out, lad. Until the day's up. You know what I mean? Keep climbing, keep going.
How big is this team here?
There's
construction in the background. I'll try and edit it out, but if you can still hear it, it's some bloke up.
Yes. So there's quite a few of us now. So we're building and we're getting bigger. Can I say what my vision is?
Go for it.
My vision, guys, right, is I want Virtue everywhere, right? I want my name Virtue everywhere. I want fitters working under the Virtue name, working for themselves, redesigning all your bathrooms, us doing all the hard work, fitters out there just doing what they need to do. Because, can I be honest, there's lads out there who I look at some of their workmanship and I'm thinking, boys, yous are good. You're good. Wow. Right? But they're struggling for work. And I'm like, why? Design eye. Not every single bathroom fitter has got a design eye, right? And if you don't see that vision on styles and bathrooms, it doesn't matter how good of a tradesman you are, you might find it hard because people are looking for design.
I was going to ask you this. So I found you, I know you from TikTok, never met before. I think that there's maybe 2 or 3, I speak to a lot of tilers and bathroom fitters, there's maybe 2 or 3 I could look at their work online and I'd know who it was, which sounds weird because it's only tiling.
Yeah.
But there is probably 3, you and a couple of others. Who, I won't mention the names, I'll get them on the podcast one day, they might not want me to mention the name. But yeah, your bathrooms, I could say, I know who's done that.
I like that.
Which sounds weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, because but I like that.
Because
who
is the design? Because it's the design.
Me,
it's not the tiles, and it's not the bath.
We're gonna hold your hands up.
It's the way it's been put together.
Yeah.
So your bathrooms, to me, and tell me if I'm wrong, guy. There's always lighting.
Always love lighting. Yeah. Love lighting.
Big mirrors.
I love them.
Greenery. So this is you're one of the only ones that do this.
Yeah, started that last year.
Plants.
Yeah.
Nice green stuff behind glass. I don't really see anyone else doing that.
And people think that's it. So you've got to, you know what I do? I'll go on my computer, right, and I'll design, I'll play about. Yeah, as I say, I don't sleep hardly. I like to go push my boundaries. So if I come up with an idea, I'll put it on the computer and I go, I can do that. And then I come up with all the ideas. So all my designers, who do the software, they have to be gone through. I tell them what I want. They have to put it on the system now because I don't have time to run the computers. But I did do that as well. Nothing goes through me unless they okay it now. So I come up with all these ideas or the colours, the themes, I do all that. Don't ask me why, because I'm not a designer. But I just enjoy.
But you are.
Well,
so
It's crazy, isn't it?
This is something else.
I do put some designers to shame, you know.
Yeah.
Interior designers and that.
A lot of tilers and bathroom fitters are like this, and I repeat this quite often. You don't give yourselves enough credit. Tilers, bathroom fitters, kitchen fitters, whatever. There's something within those people. They could have, and people laugh at me sometimes. I'm deadly serious. They could have been artists. Or designers.
Wow, I was good at when I was a kid. They used to draw Mickey Mouse, and
Teenage
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
There's something in, because what they're doing is that they take an idea from someone else's head, design it, and even sometimes they don't even design it. Sometimes they just start working, and then you're designing on the fly.
Yeah.
And you're not just designing on the fly. You're doing things, and you're working out angles. You're cutting angles on the fly from a tile to and it's like that's not easy.
No, it's not.
There's something.
I make it up as I go. I'm not gonna lie.
So there's mathematics involved. There's
I guess it for me.
There's art involved.
I guess it.
You think you are?
No, I'm guessing
but
it.
You're good at guessing.
But let's bring this one, guys. Let's cover up our mistakes.
there's a lot more skill involved, is what I'm saying.
No,
it's not just a bloke chucking tiles up on a wall. A lot of the time, anyway. There's art and design and some kind of engineering brain going on.
Well, Dad needs to wake up in my head sometimes because he's asleep. I'll walk on a job and I've designed the bathroom. Steph, you can jump in here. How many times have I walked in to a job after I've designed it and gone, I want to do something different, and I'll design the bathroom on the spot and come up with something different on the spot. Every job. My lads actually just hate me coming on site. I was on a job this week and I've gone in. We started it last week. And I didn't design the bathroom. He's a footballer and he's gone off and he got porcelain noser to design his bathrooms, and I redesigned his main one because it was so.
Who is it?
He's
I'm only joking.
I can't. I'm not a name shouter.
I'm only joking.
Right, but he got porcelain noser and then he bought the stuff, and when he contacted, it's good, you work alongside them. So I said, I redesigned his main bathroom, and we done that a while ago. It has been posted on TikTok, and because it was awful what they done. I'm not calling the company, but so this one, the ensuite, I did offer to redesign it, but there wasn't a lot we could do. Anyway, it wasn't what I would have done. And he said, no, listen, I appreciate what you've done, let's just stick with it. It's, it isn't as good as what you could have done. But I'm sat there like that, redesigning it in front of the lads on that when we started it, and the lads are looking at me like that might just stop. Because I had work on. I had work on every job. So if I book out, this is my issue. I book out 2 weeks for a job. I end up spending 4 weeks on the job because I'm adding things in, I'm coming up with new ideas, new creations, and I'm giving it all away to the customer for free. I'm not recharging. So you can do all that. Don't charge the customer. I'm doing this. And they're allowing me to express my ideas in their bathrooms. I end up losing a fortune because now I'm paying the lads double the amount of work to do on the job. Plus, I've bought more gear, more ideas. So, yeah, it's all good and games doing all these fancy things, but try to stick with it when you design it.
Yeah.
Do
you ever like streamline it for yourself? So if you do a bathroom,
yeah,
I know the answer to this, but I'm going to fucking ask you anyway. So when you do a bathroom, like you do some nice green wall that looks like plants.
Yeah.
Do you ever streamline it for yourself and think, right, now I've got that in the bag, I'll save that, and do you repeat designs for another one?
Can I be honest? I never want all my bathrooms to look the same.
And I knew you would say no.
Yeah, but what I do, the problem that we have, right? I try to do different ideas in every bathroom. Customers see what they want, and then you arguing with a customer, it's not good. So you always have to allow a customer, it's their home, remember. So if a customer see me do a design and they want that in their bathroom, I'm doing it for them, okay? Yeah. Because I can tell a customer, we will say no to certain things. Guys, we done that last week. All the 3D walls, the lights up, I've just said, I've been doing them since 2013, right? For me, it's like, come on, guys, let me do. And when I'm creating ideas, customers do have boundaries, okay? They're like, yeah, no, that might date, that might go out of season, this might not look as good for as long. And they play it safe. You've got to remember they're paying customers. Customers play it safe.
Yeah.
So we work the best of our abilities to give them something that we're all happy with. Oh, mate, I could be doing so much more. Waterfalls and behind baths, and I've created so many ideas.
Does anybody ever give you free reign?
I done one a while ago where we done a big plant feature in a shower area. She gave me free range, and what we done is put trees in a wall, and the bath was in front of it, and then the shower was behind it, and you could see through, and it was like meant to be like a garden of greenery.
I love that. You're the only person I see do that. I don't follow everyone, obviously.
It's water resistant, so it's steam proof because it's inside the shower. You've got to then think about the glass, how to make it airtight so spiders can't get in there. There's so many things you've got to be thinking about before you're doing these ideas. I get so many fitters going, how did you do that glass feature? My lad, you've got to get 3 layers of different glass. It's so much special glass. Then you've got to suction air out. You've got to put it in. You've got to dust for the air. You've got to do this. It's complicated, but it's effective. Yeah. But now I won't want to do that again because I've done it. I want to do a different style of one. I don't want to. I've done that idea, but then you get someone going, but I want that. What do you say to them? No. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So this showroom.
Well, I was thinking if you repeated designs, you could have them ready-made. So, when you take 4 weeks instead of 2.
You just become like a
production line.
Yeah, but people then don't like it then because they've seen it.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So then you've got to think about...
Sell them. You might be able to sell them then.
No, I don't know. But I don't want to be the same as everyone else. I just want to be different. Yeah. This showroom, that what we're doing, we've played this safe on one half with what people see day to day. And then the other half is your... I don't want to big myself up too much, but it's going to be something. It has to be something different.
Well, it must be because it's not ready yet, so I haven't seen it. But I've seen the bit that you said you played it safe, and it's not boring at all.
Yeah,
it's
no,
very, very nice.
This is totally different.
Yeah.
So these are going to be my best ideas that I think can come up with, and this is my vision that I see what bathrooms could look like. So when people do come to our showroom, you've got to remember you're not going to be walking into a showroom where you're going to see 20 shower screens. You're going to have different styles of things, different tiles. It's not where you're going to be able to come in and go visually. That's what the 4D's for. This is visually ideas, and if you want to see everything in your own bathroom, that's what the design's for. Okay, our showroom's just pushing the boundaries for customers to show you what you can do.
Who are your customers? Like, what demographics are we talking?
What clientele?
Yeah. Because a lot of your work looks very high end to me, but then you've just said to me what I would have called something high end is normal, like boring.
Yeah. So my customers, my customers start from the working Joe. Yeah. A man in a van. I mean, like, you know, he could be working Jag. He could just be a normal person. Okay, work dad.
So you can do. Up. I suppose I'm talking about cost
wise.
Cost ranges.
It starts at 10 grand. Okay,
yeah.
So supply them fit. Our lowest is 10 to 12 grand. Yeah, that's a lot of money to a lot of people.
Yeah,
but there's certain products that we use and we won't go under that. Okay, so we leave everything under that for other people because we put a 5-year warranty on our jobs. So for us, we're not going to fit the cheapest of products in there. We're not interested in that. So 10 to 12 grand.
I don't think anyone I know does that.
Well,
5-year warranty?
No, 5-year workmanship warranty.
A lot of the manufacturers won't give you.
No. Yeah. We warranty past their manufacturer's warranty.
That's amazing.
So any products that we recommend our customers that you should have 5 years of no hassle, and the warranty of companies can go from 12 months to 2 years. We pass that, so we will then, if anything goes wrong, we sold you that product, we will warranty it longer. Just look after your bathroom. That's what I say.
It's amazing.
Maintain it, and if you're maintaining your bathroom, you'll buy the bathroom off me. I've told you that's going to last you. That'll last you. If it doesn't, I'll repair it. I'll fix it. That's how we work. So we'll only sell certain branded products. Then we go from the 15 to 25 mark. Okay. And then that's like what we class as our middle range. Okay. So our 10 to 12 is our lowest, our starting point. 15 to 25 is our mid range. But then we're selling bathrooms at up to 45.
Wow. Yeah,
so we are hitting. We've got some bathrooms in up to 25 to 30.
Who's buying bathrooms for 45 grand?
They do. But that's not our market.
I'm not surprised.
No, that's not our main market. We hit some nice clientele, but we also work with absolutely everyone. Don't ever think you're above anything or anyone, right? We still love the small bathrooms in and out. We adore them jobs because they're easy for the lads, and it's, you know, the big ones is when I want to have something about me, like achieving something different. We've got some good ones booked in the diary, some mind-blowing bathrooms. We're pricing some unbelievable ones as well, but we're also still pricing normal bathrooms, day-to-day runs, you know.
Yeah.
We don't that side of the showroom is going to be like sauna, steaming, well-being, beautiful, like something different, and this is what you think is we can scale down from something in there 10 grand upwards.
Yeah. So you're not aiming specifically at any?
No, we want everyone.
Yeah.
We want everyone. If anyone who wants to work hard, save up and have a nice bathroom, we want you as our customer. Because I always look at like the genuine people who are out there working, who's saving up for what, a year or two. They deserve a good company to fit the bathroom.
I'd say that 10 grand option, or whatever it is.
You still get treated at the 10 grand as you do with the 45.
Yeah, but I would say, from what I've seen, you could easily spend 10 grand at one of the chains. Easy.
Oh, you can. They come in with the quotes.
And it won't be anywhere near what you're offering.
Not even close.
Nowhere near. So I would say that sounds like it's worth it to me.
Can I be honest, right? I've been talking to a lot of fitters, out there, and I've done a post about money, costings, fitting services.
Yeah.
There's lads out there charging 10 grand just to fit your bathroom, right? Yeah. I'm supplying you a bathroom install for the cheapest 10 grand. There's lads out there who are charging 8k, 9k fitting price. The thousands there than I am. But we've got all these overheads as well. So there's lads out there now who are selling themselves a lot more expensive than me. I done a TikTok video. I hit thousands. About 20, 30,000 people viewed it. and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fitters saying I was the cheapest on there, the cheapest fitter out there, and look at what I'm paying for. It's crazy, honestly. So I know I'm not too expensive.
Certainly not for some of the gear that I've seen as well. So the products that you do buy, obviously everything, you source everything.
Tiles, bathroom suites, you name it, everything. Even ice baths now. Got ice baths. Listen, guys, right now. We're installing an ice bath outside in our courtyard next Sunday. So we're going to be doing like a little, when traders want to come in, we're going to do a leaderboard. And if you stay in the ice bath the longest, you'll win something at the end of every month, right? So, listen, all about the well-being, getting rid of stress, getting rid of anxiety, and stuff like that. This is a new part of a business that I'm
It makes me feel fucking anxious thinking about. I'm not.
You know where something's going right up inside, but to tell you what, it's meant to be amazing for you. It's meant to be. Your back's aching, your legs are aching, your neck's aching. We're stressed. Customers are on us all the time. You know, confidence to do this, do that, do that. Lads, get onto these ice baths because I'm telling you what, come down our showroom, jump in it, 11 minutes a day or a week. I'm going to be doing my research. A day is meant to cure so much stuff for you. So that's me little shout out, by the way, by me my ice bath, because I want to get a few of you down, make a few TikTok videos.
It's worth looking into, actually. I don't know loads about it, but loads of people
I
tell me that.
I posted it last night, and I got so much interest by people, right? It's meant to be a big thing. So that's the side of the business. You know, I'm going to be going in like health and well-being from the showroom as well. You're going to have your fingers in all the pies, haven't you?
A wise idea to me, because that is a lot of people thinking
don't get me wrong,
like
I'm probably never going to get in it. I'm probably
do you know what it is?
Going to get in this ice bath. I can't even stand the cold rain.
A lot of people were saying, you should have a cold shower.
Can't do it, mate.
And it's hard to do, but do you know what? And even when you get used to it, so I was doing it with my
But I've done this.
Yeah. I was doing it with my little boy because he loves it. He'll just stand in it. And it's freezing. But I was doing it with him. And it's still not very nice. But what you find, your body starts craving it. It's weird. Like, you start thinking...
I'll give you a discount on an ice bath and you can set it up in your back garden.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no. You can give me an ice bath if you want. So
I wouldn't. I won't talk numbers, but they're not the cheapest. They're about $3.5 for a good ice bath. Remote control, Bluetooth. But if it's about health now, we're talking about health as well as stress and getting rid of anxiety and all stuff like that. It's meant to be amazing. Listen, I do things differently. I might have a go. But it's just something I got into. You know, like I was talking to somebody where we were talking about sauna, steam rooms and stuff. I love all spa days. And this come up. I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go, I'll give it a little go.
I've never seen... So, you know, when you see fads, and I've never seen any negative about doing it.
No,
I've only seen...
Unless you're jumping in a cold lake and your bloody heart stops, you know what I mean? Then, you know...
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is that worry. So don't jump in it if you've got a dodgy ticker.
Yeah, people do that even, don't they?
Yeah,
they go swimming.
I watch them on TikTok. Yeah, but TikTok's so bad, isn't it? Because I literally watch everything. But yeah, just don't jump in it if you've got a bad ticker, because I wouldn't guarantee you coming out of it.
So, we'll get on to TikTok. Suppliers wise, that's what I was going to ask you. How do you choose your suppliers?
So basically, tried and tested. That's it. Tried and tested. So people come through the door. Everyone's going to market their business. Unbelievable. Okay, they're going to market the products to make it look like the next thing and all that. Buy it, try it, and then move on if you don't recommend it. That's how I do it. I stick to the companies. I'm old school. We had this conversation before. Once I know something works and something's decent and something's a good product, I tend to stick with them then. I tend not to move away from them. And it might be the same product for the next 10 years, but they've never failed me. So why do I want to? So then new people are bringing new brands out, new this and new that. They can market it great, but it's got to, like we've just done a test on me with yours, haven't we? Do you know what I mean? So I'll have an open the view on your product. And it's one of them is, so much stuff on the market that you can use. Just find the right ones that fit you and you're comfortable with. Yeah. That's taps, showers, baths. Everything.
Yeah, it's for a tiler. Yeah, it's great because he can say I use this product and it's in stock at wherever, and I'll just pick it up whenever. But it's more difficult for you because you actually need full bathrooms and stock and thinking about cash and fucking, is it quality and whatever.
We've had our fair share of buying stuff or getting companies in where we've gone, okay, well priced, affordable to customers, and then we fitted it within 6 months. It's either breaking or failing on us, and we just replace it with something different, bin it, and then get the company out, get the business out of your company. It's one of them. You don't know. We don't make any of the products. Okay, we don't make anything. So all we're doing is third party selling. So we have to be recommended by the sales staff. Did I just knock you then?
No, it's alright. It's just this cable.
So I have to. We only recommend stuff that we work with now. We've had companies in selling us stuff, told us it was going to be the next big thing, get behind us.
I don't do that, by the way.
No, he doesn't do that. No, he hasn't. And we've tested it, and I've laughed at it. It's made me look, so no. As I said, we were talking before, didn't we, about like companies coming in and, stuff like that. Everyone's got...
You're at an advantage because, so you buy it, you source it, you fit it, you personally, so then, like, this bath, the quality of this bath, whereas another business, they'll by the time it gets fitted, you're talking, I don't know, there's 20 odd, there's a lot of people in between buying it and that guy fitting it. So his important opinion, because he knows what he's doing and he's seen quality of other materials before, so his opinion of this is poor quality might never even find its way back to the person that actually chose it in the first place to stock in that particular business.
We fitted the bath, this is a little honest thing about me, it might make me sound good. We fitted the bath, didn't we, Steph? And it was a beautiful bathroom. We paid £650 for the bath. Now that's going to be retailed out around, I don't want to say my numbers, but over £1,000. We fitted this bath. We unwrapped it. Yeah. You could... I'm knocking it again. You could see through the bath when we got that bath on site and we purchased it. The bath was so shit. Yeah, we couldn't believe that anybody could charge that kind of money for it, right? Oh my God, mate, we didn't even send it back. We skipped it because that's how bad it was, right? And we replaced it for a proper one. I'm terrible with these podcast guys. I'm like, that's talking to the speaker like I'm some singer. Hey up.
I keep putting him off because I'm looking.
He's looking at me and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm leaning, I'm touching the microphones now. I'm like this, singing in it. Yeah, so there's products out there, mate, that will be high price, made to look really good, and it's absolutely garbage, right? And you've got to know your market. You've got to know we've made so many mistakes. Oh, yeah, that looks amazing. Oh, that's half the price of what I can pay for that. Listen, we've been there. We've bought into it ourselves. It doesn't work. It's not real. Yeah. So we've literally then gone, listen, we're sticking now with the products we know. Yeah. We've got products that have never failed on us. Okay. Even some of the good names still fake and still fail. It's one part of life. But now we know who we're working with. That's why we're in a comfortable state.
Yeah. I've said that before as well. I would always rather work with an independent because you're probably talking to the owner most of the time. So you're talking to the guy or the lady who owns the business. They've seen the products and they're sourcing the products. They haven't got a purchasing team who they've never fucking met buying the products for them. So and then they just turn up in the shop. Do you know what I mean? You personally chose those products. So and obviously the support is better as well.
Yeah, you do get better support in the more smaller companies, don't you? You're not going to make as much money by being in a small independent company because of, the scale of it. But, yeah, like your stuff. Guys, I'm so excited to test this out,
I might cut all this out.
He's lying. I've done a lot. Oh, why don't you promote yourself?
Not really, no. I might leave things in, but when it's like, I don't know why this podcast doesn't exist to promote Perflex. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's still a product out there that on the market.
If it comes up,
and I'm going to say it. I'll say it on it. Right, when I've seen your videos, and this is my opinion on it, and you should keep it in, right, because it might help other people understand. I've seen your videos on TikTok, right, and I doubt I doubted the product at the first time I seen it, but now seeing it in first in hand, yeah, I'm more questionable as is this actually going to be a good product now? So you can cut it out, but it's actually a good point because you're seeing something on social media and anyone can talk a good product, can't they? Right? Seeing it first hand, it's not a bad little thing, you know. I'm excited.
It's
to
different.
See what it's like.
So everybody has that similar reaction. It's different.
Yeah, it is.
Quite different.
I won't big it up, and I'm not wanting to big it up.
How grouting it's done, so...
And I'll let you know tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll send you a message, but on that note, I won't talk no more about Flex.
Okay, TikTok. We got to TikTok. So this is how I know you. And I don't really know you. I've just seen you on TikTok. So... the reason I like you on TikTok, so again, I don't really... I bet other people do this, but I don't see people doing it within the world that I live in on social media. So you don't... So social media to me, I create videos or I take videos from other people, edit them, put music on, make it look fancy, and then put it on social media. And I don't know if that's right or wrong or whatever, but that's what I do. What you do is, so you've got... It's TikTok for your business, Virtue Bathrooms, and you'll show people around what you're doing. But what I like that what you do, so you've done, here's the showroom, blah blah blah. This is this is what we're doing, which is cool. But then people will comment, or you'll have a thought, and you literally, you don't really even think about it. You just press record and then say, right, I've had this thought, and I bet that thought hasn't even gone through your head before because it's totally raw and and then that's it.
That's ADHD, guys.
Yeah, and then
but
no, it's good because and then you just press send, and that's basically if you're having a conversation in front of someone, but you're treating that conversation as you're having a conversation with TikTok, which sounds mad, but that's what you're doing. And you're saying, right, I've had this thought, here we go, bang. And it's either an answer to a question or a thought that you've had.
Yourself out there,
yeah. And then people can, and that's, you're creating this little community or follow you.
I've got some nice people who follow me to support what we do, and I've got some good kids on there. You know, obviously you get people who follow you who don't want to, don't believe in what you're doing or whatever, you know. But I've got
haters.
Well, I don't.
They're
really
good followers, though.
No, but I don't really have many haters, you know. I've got a good little network of people who generally enjoy seeing what we do. You know, obviously you get people who know it all and that. You are correct. I don't edit the videos because editing videos, you can make anything look better. Okay, you make it look nicer. I just post what it is. If you like it, you don't. If you don't want to see the face, don't watch it. Scroll on. You know, I get so many people picking up on the way I talk or the way I've said stuff wrong. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Right? I'm just there. I'm going to say it how I see it.
Well, that's fine. It's raw.
My
that's
TikTok,
what I mean. I love it.
I'm not on TikTok, by the way, to be an influencer. Or I'm not on TikTok to show my face because I want to be famous. I'm on there because I actually just enjoy sharing bathrooms, chatting, laughing, showing the people how you can have fun.
Well, that's the world, isn't it, now? I think a lot of people don't...
Too many people want to be influencers, lad.
So, social media, I don't have an issue with that. As long as they do it...
if you're in the bathroom industry, just stick to bathrooms.
No, but it depends, doesn't it? It depends how genuine they're being. So, I'm trying to think. So, if you're a bathroom, I wouldn't put anyone off doing it, but make sure it's genuine. Don't just pump any old product for anyone.
Just put your day.
If someone wants to document their day, 5 or 10 minutes a day, and we know plenty of people that do.
Yeah.
You kind of do. Yours is a bit different.
Mine's different because
yours is always off the top of your head. But if someone wants to document what they're doing, if they're good, and we know plenty of people that are.
I know good lads on TikTok. Yeah.
If they want to spend a few hours a week editing videos. And then people.
No, they should.
And then people enjoy it.
Yeah.
So they're curating things that people enjoy watching.
They're not influencers, though, are they?
But they are.
But they're not.
It's genuine. I know what you're saying. An influencer is someone who wants to be an influencer.
Just to influence. Yeah. Be the influencer.
The definition of I want to be an influencer. I'm talking about these lads who are working. They're doing work. They're creating work.
They're promoting their own business.
They've built a following.
Yeah.
If they can figure out a way to make money from that.
All right, I don't look at it like
that's
that.
That's fine by me.
So I don't look at making money off TikTok and that.
But it's there. It's a genuine job.
Yeah,
you can make money from social media, and a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's these bullshit." I've got no issue with it because it's very genuine, and you can tell when it's not. And as soon as it isn't, fuck them off.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
But I watch TikTok, right, and it's too cringeworthy on some videos as well. You know, you're getting the beggars, you're getting all the things.
They want to be an influencer.
Yeah, I don't like all
That's
that,
not
mate.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't like all that. I just don't think anyone should be asking for money on social media.
If a young person thinks a future career is, I can be in it, they probably, fuck it, I'm going to say
Go on.
they probably can, but it's bullshit, you're right, it's total bullshit.
It's not the way
what I'm talking about is someone who documents their life or
they're
documents
just good
their...
on TikTok. I wouldn't class them as influencers, so I know a good few people.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't class them as influencers because I class them as promoting their business, their thingies.
They're documenting their daily life on social media, whatever it's on. If they can figure out a way to make money from that, that's fine by me.
Pay by advert in by...
Because the app's making money from them.
Yeah,
if they've got hundreds of thousands,
if
they've got hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of views,
I don't know why people get the time.
The app doesn't exist for fun. Do you know what I mean? They want people to get hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of views.
Don't you get bored though of seeing ads and people just promoting ads?
Yes, that's boring.
Right? So I have stopped watching so many videos, right, of people, who were on TikTok at one point, and they were promoting themselves, the business and what they do. Yeah. And now it is only promoting, you've got 20, 30, 40, 70, 100,000 followers. And now you're
all they do is like, look at this,
and talking about
but
this,
you know what's happening?
About that, and that bores me. I'm like, your content's gone from decent to...
There's a TikTok's got it's changing a little bit, and you can see it. So what's happening at the moment?
I'll go back on Instagram then.
But it'll filter it all out, won't it? So it's changed from people doing fucking dancing or whatever into all these different communities: football, tiling, bathroom fitting, and they all got their own little communities. Because they've introduced the shop, it's kind of evolving, and it's just a step in the evolution. You know, all the people that you see saying, look at this, a fucking light that goes pink. That'll all disappear because people don't like it.
Boring.
What the algorithm will figure out, people don't like that, I won't show it to them. And then people will stop doing that. But at the moment, they're probably getting a bit of traction because...
They do,
There is, but it's impulse buying. And I think...
No, TikTok allows it to be shared.
An impulse buy... It's great. Right, look at this gadget. Great. Buy that gadget. Brilliant. It looks...
Do you want to see that on my page
every
day?
No.
I'm a virtue page.
Eventually, like I say, it's evolving. It'll evolve into something else because they don't want the shop only to be for impulses. They'll want that shop.
I've got a TikTok shop.
They want that shop to be Amazon. Honestly, whether they do it or not, and I think they might.
For you as a company, fine.
Yeah.
For me, if I was selling my products, perfect. Like my baths, my towers, and all that, promoting the products that I work with. I'm talking about
selling other people's products.
Yeah, so I'm talking about now. I'm on my page now. My main goal should be promoting Virtue, right? Yeah. The products that I work with, bathrooms that people can use. I don't want to be on there now selling or recommending every Tom, Dick and Alice because they're giving me £100 or something. So and I'm selling.
I don't like that either. But if somebody, and this isn't a secret, right? So with my business, if somebody uses my product, genuinely buys it from me or from a shop, wherever. If they genuinely use it and they make a video using it, and then someone says to them, "Where'd you get it from?"
Just recommend you though.
Put it in your TikTok shop.
Yeah, see, that's I agree.
There's no issues.
No, I get it.
That's not a problem because it's all genuine.
Yeah, that's the part. That's what the community is about. But then, if you think about it, he does 10 of them a day. Where's his content for his business? He's just promoted just promoted another one. It doesn't become about him.
If somebody did 10 a day, that's not genuine.
You get me?
Yeah, it's not genuine.
So that's where I like. If I was going to put you to talk about you, and I'll say, do you know what? Get over to the page. Yeah, I wouldn't sell it through me.
Yeah, because that's genuinely what you genuinely think.
I'd just say, go and buy it off him, his pages, then I'll tag you.
That's exactly what I totally agree.
That's just my opinion, by the way, guys. So obviously, so many of you out there, like, you'd be like, nah, I want to do this.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it. Yeah. I just want to promote Virtue.
Yeah.
My thing is just Virtue. Yeah. Because that's what I put all my time and effort in.
That's good.
I will always recommend anyone products that I've used. So if I find something like, I'll say that company's spot on. that's it. But then to promote and broadcast, I turn so many down on a weekly basis. I must receive about 11 emails offering me free stuff to put a video on if they send me loads of stuff out and ask anyone. Right, I say, no, I'll buy it off you and I'll demonstrate what you've got and I'll give you a review, but I want to buy it. I don't want a freebie, because when I get a freebie then, I feel like I'm obligated to say it was good. Do you know what I mean? Because they give me it for nothing. So I'm then going to promote a product that I know someone's going to buy. That's a piece of shit.
That's the best way, as someone who sells something to tradesmen and tradeswomen.
Make them buy it.
That's what I want.
Yeah, make them buy it. Make them review it.
No, I've never given something to somebody and said, review this, or have this and do. They buy it and then make a video.
Yeah, and then be honest.
But that's not a video for me. It's a video for their TikTok.
I bought someone recommended something, right? It was a grand, something to do with a grand. I bought into it, yeah. They lied in the video, lad. I'm not going to lie, they lied. Because what I got to what they were saying they got was two different products. And I was one of them dafties that bought into a good fit, recommended something. I found out he got it for nothing. He didn't want to embarrass the company. And I'm like, lad, I bought that. Do you know what I mean?
I would never do that, because
so
that's that person's name now.
Well,
he's tarring his own name, which is not good.
There's a few things that I've seen, lad.
There's a lot at the moment. Like I say, because it's kind of. I can't
wait for you all to listen to this, because you all know who you're at.
It's come as like a jolt to everyone.
Yeah.
TikTok's got a shop.
Yeah.
And TikTok, I think
Instagram's got one, as well.
Yeah. But it's not as good, is it? It's not working as well.
No,
TikTok are very good at making things work, and what they're doing is, because it's coming from the Far East first.
Yeah.
So all the ideas are coming from there. When it arrives in the UK, we won't do it the same. It'll take some evolution to get to where the UK is happy. So that TikTok shop's over a year old now, or about a year old. Not many people have been using it for a year.
They haven't. No, it's going to take longer.
Couple of months.
I think. It needs better products on it.
First of all, it was getting, there's a shop on fucking TikTok. Like, how does that work?
I was buzzing when I first got it, I'm not going to lie. I started having things on it thinking, this is going to be amazing.
It will, you're right, because it will, but in a while.
Yeah, maybe potentially it could. Yeah. But then when we were sat there and I said, everything's an ad. Everything is an ad. Every video, guys, coming from, it's an ad.
It'll stop that, Will. Because people won't like it.
And I'm just looking for my TikTok and I'm just getting bored and I was like, I'll go back.
Yeah. So you know where it comes from, though? So I think where it all originates.
China.
That part of the world. So everyone knows TikTok's is Chinese, but in all those countries in the Far East, they'll all do all their stuff first, and sometimes it's good, but I think in that part of the world, they're far more accepting to when things change drastically. So when something changes quick, they're far more accepting of it.
Yeah.
I don't think the UK is like that at all.
No.
So when TikTok introduced a shop, I was like, that could be fucking massive.
Could be.
But
we done the same speech.
It's literally the past couple of months started to be really, really ramping up. And what they're doing is they're saying this is to all the school. If you've got a TikTok shop, they'll give you advice. This is a school to how to sell things in your shop, and all that advice is coming from who was successful in the Far East, live streams, live selling. And what you'll see is a lot of people are doing it. Like
the wrong people.
There's a live. It's the UK. It's different, and it'll evolve. It'll find its own way. And then eventually,
I hope it does for companies that actually want to sell on stuff like places like that. And
isn't it good though? Like say, I don't know.
But for you, if you were selling on your tick and people are buying off you, that's fine. You UK, a lot of the stuff though, what's being promoted and being pushed in your face, you're buying it and it's from China,
and then it's getting imported.
And then it's imported in. Then you're waiting weeks, and then it comes. It's not what it's meant to be, and that's what's going to ruin the TikTok shop. Because that's why I probably wouldn't ever sell on it again because it's promoting.
That's what I mean. I think it'll work.
Stuff. Eventually, maybe
it'll evolve.
I'll keep my eyes open, and if it starts taking off, I'll be in there.
So the way I see it, right, it's basically, I agree with that. I would only look for things that are stocked in the UK, unless it was something
yeah.
like really fucking cool. Do you know what I mean? But it's mainly gadgets and stuff.
All my stuff's too expensive to be on TikTok Shop.
It's gadgets and whatever. But if you think like this is really, I'm not a fucking expert in this area, but a really rough way of thinking about it is it's like eBay. It's like the brand. They can talk to you with short clips. So if you're looking for something, and what might happen is the shop might branch off completely from TikTok. Yeah. So it's there as a shop, like eBay, Amazon, whatever. Because eBay hasn't got a fucking another side to eBay.
Amazon's good.
I think for the UK that they need to separate it. Yeah. Because we're not as accepting as other parts of the world. USA are a bit like us. If something changes too drastically, they won't take it. They don't take it up as easily as other parts of the world do.
Yeah, well, if they fix it, then I might relook at it. But I think I had about 7 products on it.
I think potentially it'll split off.
And then it was more complicated than I thought. I just sat there and leaving it now. I'd only want to sell the stuff I work with.
It'll work eventually, I think. But it needs working on. But I like what they're doing. I don't mind this when it's not perfect. So they've released it. And if you think about like the phone that you've got, you've got an iPhone. Did you have the iPhone when it very first came out?
Yeah, probably would have. Yeah.
So the version that you've got now, and I don't mean the hardware, the software. They gradually make it a little bit better on each version. No one really notices, but the version that it's at now is fucking a million times better, and that's what TikTok are doing, going through. But there's that many people using it. They're seeing all that, like, oh, that's crap, that's not working, but they'll fix it.
Yeah, because they're selling crap on it, Chinese crap.
Yeah, that doesn't work, get rid of it. That's not working, don't show it to people. And eventually it'll smooth itself out.
And they're putting people, creators and stuff like that on different, like, I'm not. You used to be like just all about bathrooms. Yeah. Now I'm on other people, I'm seeing other stuff. You watch a video, the algorithm, it's all stupid. It's all, I don't know. 1 minute I'm watching like a bathroom fit, and next minute just like. Do
you know my favourite one now? I forgot his name again, but I love it. I think he used to. I was watching his TikTok. It's nothing to do with the trade. I was like, I like this guy because he's like, all he did, he drives around London. He's got dash cam. I don't know how he does it because he's got a dash cam that can look all around his car. I don't know how he does that. Obviously, 360 something model. I don't know about. Yeah. But
this chairman.
But he's like a. You would have to listen to it because I can't do an impression of him. He's called Ogmios Zen, and he drives around London very courteously, just being dead good at driving and dead sound of everybody, commenting on the things that he sees, and it sounds boring, but it's brilliant.
Oh, I'll fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's...
Is that what you watch it to do? That's kind of... Night time?
Well, it's
relax your mind.
It's coming across as this...
Has he got one of them mellow voices?
Yeah, and he kind of does.
How has he got one of them voices, has he? Like, I do listen to a little bit of Reiki.
He says, look at this guy.
I've never really listened to a man to put me to sleep at night.
Honestly, why not?
I like listening to the soft, gentle woman's voice.
But yeah,
could you imagine me, guys, putting you to sleep at night? I put you to sleep all night, yeah.
But yeah, it'll develop basically into something. So your TikToks, right? So all your trade stuff's great, but my favourite one that you did, some people will get it and some people won't. And I think you knew that when you were doing it, and you said it. You did a TikTok about council estate food.
Oh yeah, fucking lazy. I love that.
Some people will get that. Some people won't.
So basically, even on a bathroom page, I still talk about my real life. Yeah. I still talk about who I am and how I grew up.
I love that one.
And I literally grew up on crap.
Yeah,
it was crap. I didn't get brought up. I got dragged up.
Yeah,
and my upbringing, wow, it was fun and games. But yeah, Tim beef burgers, lads, you don't knock them. Like my wife there,
hey, listen, I'm not.
She'll look at me there and she'll be like, Tim. I'm like, Tim beef burgers, you can't beat them. They just fall down your throat. They're dead moist and they're just like. They just go, and then tin meatballs, everything's tin, all right. So, because it didn't go off, so we got brought up on tin food. It was tin.
Frozen,
yeah.
I'm the same,
anything with breadcrumbs, my ma could cook. Everything had breadcrumbs on
waffles.
It, waffles. Oh, wow, yeah. Smiley faces. Smiley
crispy
faces.
Pancake things.
Honest to God,
waffle egg and beans was like a standard.
Corned beef hash, scouts. corned beef hash with tomato sauce and beans. That was a good one, honestly. But I like to share my life. Do you know what I mean?
I love that, mate. Honestly,
because I don't want people to like. You can look at. I always say people can look at you and think you're above or different. Like you can look at me and go, "Wow, he's got a big. He's showing off his showroom," or you think,
"No,
nah, man, I'm a realistic."
Yeah, so they're looking at you, and I knew. I obviously know you a bit.
I love me little beans on toast and beef burgers.
Well, yes.
Still do it now, don't I? No, listen, I'm skint now, right? I'm not going to lie, like, I am skint, yeah. So now we're back in Lidl and Aldi, and we're buying them beef burgers again now, and that's the video.
Aldi's increased prices,
it has now.
Aldi used to be a lot cheaper.
We start looking elsewhere now, don't we?
What's
farm
cheaper?
Food? Oh, yeah, that was it. So we all found the farm food, and it was all my grown-up childhood food. So I've started buying it.
All tin stuff.
We don't do fancy restaurants. We don't do fancy hotels. We are literally going to stay in the Premier Inn for a weekend away. Yeah, no. there's none of this luxury stuff.
No, but my point is, right,
I love me beef burgers.
You're, and this is true. You're this guy. You've got massive, high, lofty ambitions.
Massive.
And you said it to me like you want to be rich.
No, I'm going to be a multi-millionaire. Yeah. No, I'm not going to be.
When people see that, because of your other posts, which I really like, you grew up on a council estate.
Yeah, same as me.
And that's brilliant to me.
Yeah, my family's all my family are still on council estates, right? I don't live in a big fancy house, I don't own my own house. I have ambition, right? I am not a rich man, I'm a worker, day to day, get after, right? I'm not scared of it. I'm not scared to eat beans on toast and have nothing in my cupboards. I go through the run of the mill, I'm not.
I have that if I've got stuff in.
I'm not up there with the big boys, but we are there building, right, offering something different and breaking away from a lifestyle that we were in. Do I want better for my kids? Right, I do, you know what I mean? But would I ever change my life? Never. I loved every aspect of how I grew up, the fight that I had to do to get to where I was, the knockdowns I received, the stamps on my head when I failed. I mean, I enjoy all of the fact that I've received all that. If I got brought up in some rich house, what have you achieved? You've been handed it to you. What have you actually achieved if you come into money? You know, fair play to them.
You can't control it, can you?
I'm the same as you, lucky to them, but I haven't. And the fact that there's millions of people out there who are being brought up the same as me, who are doing as well as me, and who are like achieving their goals, just give them a clap, because honestly, people don't realise.
Well, I would say give them a hand, right? So when people, I experienced this, right? So I went back to university. I was way older when I went to university because I had a job, quit the job, and went and did something at uni in Liverpool. And I was classed as a minority, which is weird because I'm clearly not. I'm white, male, in my 20s at the time.
Ginger, by the way, guys.
Not ginger. Do I look ginger? I've got a ginger beard.
He's ginger, isn't he?
Am I ginger? No one's ever called me ginger twice.
You've got a ginger beard, your face is ginger.
Yeah, ginger beard.
His face is ginger. I'll just casual it.
Fucking gingers are a minority. Maybe that's why they put me in there.
Maybe so.
Probably had a beard.
She's a ginger as well.
So I was classed as this minority, so I was able to apply for this extra help.
Right.
But I was classed as a minority, and I totally agree with this. I don't know if they still do it, because I was the first in my family to go to university.
Right.
And it was like a class. They were doing it on a class system, because if you're the first in your family, you probably had less opportunity. And I think that's the only thing they need to concentrate on, class.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a minority of it. I can't talk about that. But it's the class, and it's people's aspirations and the opportunities that you got. That's why I said, don't give them a hand, fucking help them out, because they won't know people. Their mum and dad won't know people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They won't have the same aspirations.
You get some good people from the council estates.
They need confidence. You don't get, so you know the people you talked about who grow up in a wealthy family. That's not their fault. That's fine. They tend to be more confident at a younger age, because they'll know people who are in business, and they'll go to college and university, and the mum and dads will put them in positions where they have to build confidence. Someone from a lower class, but someone with not as much opportunity, hasn't had those opportunities. So when they're 18, 19, 20, same as I was, got fucking zero confidence. there's no way they could go to a big business and say, I can do it. They can do it, but they haven't got the confidence to go and do it.
I'm going to give a beg to differ there, and I'll tell you why, right? Because when I say I had nothing, right, I'm talking, we got hand-downs, we had everything, right, but I have got the most confidence in the world, right? I would front anything and anything, right? I would walk in front of 100,000 people and promote myself, right, to get where I want to be.
That's you.
Yeah, but there's other lads like me. I speak to so many lads, right, who have gone through the mill like me, and every single person has come from a background like me. Yeah, we're the most strongest-minded people out there.
But you're breaking
a
generation. It's a generation that you're breaking a cycle.
Yeah, but there's so many people like me that are smashing that.
It wasn't easy for you. What I'm saying is, nobody did it for you, did they?
No one done it for me. But what I mean is, I had the confidence from the age of 16, 15, 16. Yeah, I was walking in, selling myself from the.
That's quite interesting, actually. So
I wasn't scared of nothing.
Yeah, you left school and went 14, and did everything yourself, and you built the confidence.
Because when you grow up on a council estate, you've got to have balls about you, okay? Because let's be honest, you're growing up in rough areas, right? You learn to be streetwise.
So I had all this.
Right, so you learn to be
streetwise. As rough as you can think, I had it, right? So I wasn't confident and like a scrapper. And all
I get that, but there's people... Sorry, no.
I wonder why that is. That's interesting, isn't it?
I'm just saying, so there's different mindsets, isn't it? But it doesn't matter if you come from a council estate, you've got balls about you.
Yeah.
You're growing up in a rough area. What else could be worse? Seriously, let's think about it. People with money might have a better start. But if you've got nothing to lose. They have. Right, and you got to remember that people with money have got something to lose. They've got reputations. They've got things. We've got nothing. Yeah, go and fight for it because you've got nothing to lose. Where are you going to end up? Back in the council estate? Who cares? We loved it. We had a laugh, and that's why I'll be a multi-millionaire. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm not scared of failing. Right, there's nothing. I'm not scared of being back where I was. Yeah. I had a good life. If my wife and my kids go,
we're good at being poor.
I'm a fantastic poor person, and I absolutely. All right, I'll be playing in a minute. I absolutely love the way I was. So I've got no concerns of all this failing. And that's why I'm a gambler and that's why I'm a risk taker. Because if I end up with me and my wife and my kids back on where we grew up, I'll be still smiling. I'll be still teaching my kids the rights and wrongs.
Brilliant, mate.
That's my life anyway, guys.
Yeah, I love it, honestly. So that one of the last questions. So it's a good one to go into. Advice not just mainly younger people, but anyone who wants to get in and do similar to what you've done.
I think they should. Anyone who's looking at doing it, or the only advice I can give you is be mindful of what could go wrong as well, right? So it's not always good, but have respect, okay? So first thing first, you've got to respect others and what others are thinking, right? Going forward, have ambition, have drive, as I've just discussed, don't be scared to fail. Yeah, because if you become scared to fail, you've failed already because you've already been beaten.
You're going to fail, aren't you?
You're going to fail. I'm not going to lie. I promise you guys, right, if you knew what I've gone through to even get to a level where I am, we've cried most nights. We've literally, honestly, like the wife will tell you, we couldn't explain or express how bad times have got, right? And people, can I be honest, would rather... I've gone to people and asked for help, okay, over years. They've said no, right? I never had finances in the position to have helped me to make my life a lot easier. Everyone's shut the door on me because people don't want to see people succeed. And that's life. That's us, right? I won't talk about different religions or nothing like that because it's not my place. But us English would rather watch somebody fail than give them a leg up in life. We so I want to be bigger and better than them. I don't want to help them. I don't want to see them succeed. Why do I want to watch him be more successful than I am? No chance. I've got fitters there who will not buy off me. And I know them dead well, will not buy anything off me. Would rather go to a multi-billion-pound company, buy off them before they'll see me succeed because they're so jealous or angry that I'm going to be bigger and better than them. Yeah. And that's our issue.
It's begrudgery.
It's just scary how we all
they're begrudging you.
I would do anything for anyone.
Do you know why? I heard another podcast to talk about this. I'm stealing this, but it's true. They're begrudging you rather than the £1 billion company.
Yeah.
Because they can see themselves in your shoes. So they can realistically do in their head
what I'm doing.
But they can't do the £1 billion company thing. So they're happier
just to get them
using them because they're begrudging you.
Because they don't want to take the risk or the gambles.
Well, by doing that to you, they're only hurting themselves. You begrudging other people, you're slowing yourself down because you've got negative thoughts in your head all the time.
We always say you don't realise how many people would rather watch you sink and fail.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, I have so much support out there by good people, yeah. But the good support is outdone by the bad support. The amount of people who would rather watch you fail is insane. Yeah. And these are people I know personally, will never buy off me. Will never buy off me because that would make me bigger and better than them.
I'll get one further than that. There's some people who that will stab you and stitch you up.
We know, we tried. But listen,
that
could be another podcast. It's scary out there. But all my advice would be is literally just keep your circle small. Yeah. And have a goal in your head. Whoever you are, if you're starting out, if you're new in the game, if you want to jump to the next level in your showroom or whatever in your business, keep your circle small, okay? Yeah. And literally just go for it. I'm just going to say go for it.
And they can ring you if they want to.
I'll help anyone, mate.
Yeah.
I'll literally help anyone. I have literally fitters after fitters messaging me daily. And everyone will comment on it. I'll openly give anyone advice.
Are you going to do training here, though? To see something?
I was, yeah. So this was the training facility.
Yeah.
Okay. But we discussed this, didn't we? I got behind the company and I was going to do it, but I just felt it was overpriced for the fitters and I didn't really want to get involved in that. But I'll always offer training, I'll always help for advice, and I'll always help out if anyone's stuck. But I have apprentices messaging me all the time. Yeah, quickly show you my inbox. On Instagram, this is, by the way. So if you want to contact me, got to do through Instagram. I've got like 30,000 followers. But look at this, messages daily of people, all fitters, messaging me. All these are bathroom fitters. And these are all every minute of the day. I'm constantly getting messages. I never turn my nose up to anyone either.
That's brilliant, mate.
Okay.
A lot of them, you can message people and you're lucky if they even read it sometimes. No, I mean in general.
Oh, yeah.
So that's great.
I'll always reply to people. I'll try and open, messages, but Instagram, not TikTok.
I think we're done, mate. Is there anything you want to...
Been a bit of an experience, this. I'd recommend it.
We'll do it again. When you open and you've got a few people
we'll do a video one though then, because I'll have all I need
the gear. Fancy. I haven't got the
gear. And then what we'll do, guys, what we'll do, we'll get him in the ice bath as well. Hey.
You won't?
We will. Trust me. It's just a myth that he likes cold showers. But listen, thanks for listening.
Do you want to promote it? Tell everyone your TikTok and your Instagram and whatever you want.
Virtue_bathrooms. Instagram, you can see me mush on there, and TikTok.
And where's the showroom?
In Warrington base, in a nice little I don't want too many people know because it's not open, but it's in Warrington.
Okay, we'll come back when it's open.
Yeah,
definitely.
Amazing.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Bye.
Cheers.